tapping in again, seeing what's going on with you, chop it up about some shit on my mind. You know, another day, another dollar, you feel me? Running errands and shit. Just got out of work not too long ago. What's going on with you though, you feel me? Yeah, man, I've been man, shit crazy, bro. I feel like I need to, it just feel like I'm coming on to a lot of realizations, man, that, you know, in life that's making me wake up to a lot of shit more and more, bro. You know what I mean? First off, you know what I'm saying, I've been kind of tripping on the fact how I feel like I wasted my younger life. Like I'm feeling like I wasted my younger life fucking around. You know what I'm saying? I got sucked into, you know what I mean, like the propaganda, the trap, the setup that was put in front of me, man. That's one thing, you know what I'm saying, that I just been kind of tweaking on, like, damn, you know, when I was young, I used to listen to certain rappers, watch movies, watch people in my neighborhood, and, you know what I'm saying, the areas that I hang out at and shit, and those was my influences, you know what I'm saying. My influence from my mom, you know, she was always like keeping a job, you know what I'm saying, side hustles and shit, you know, so I had that. And then my dad was always a straight street hustler. I never known him to have a regular job. So, you know, all the stuff I'm learning today, these days, is stuff that was not taught to me growing up. And this ain't to say like it's nobody's fault or nothing like that, because, you know, what you don't know, you don't know. Even your family may not know. So, you know what I mean? We all learning, pretty sure we all learning a lot of shit these days, because information, we in the information age, you know what I'm saying? So if you're a youngster coming up right now, you got to take advantage of the information that's in front of you and that's easily available to you, because that's the make or break of your life right there, information. That's just something I was pondering on, you know what I mean? And another thing that's related to that, you know what I'm saying, but you know, another little moment of me coming up with some shit in my mind is like, I be seeing young people, like, you know, probably teenage, barely driving, barely able to drive, 18, 19 and shit, all that, 17, whatever, pulling up in nice cars and shit, and you know what I'm saying, like, just, you know, I do a lot of deliveries. I'm a delivery driver, you know what I'm saying, you know, Amazon packages, you know, food delivery, all that. So I do full-time deliveries, period. And I'm always pulling up the houses and shit, you know what I'm saying? And I see kids playing out in the front of big ass houses and big ass nice neighborhoods, man. Like, you know what I'm saying, I see young teenagers pulling up in their cars as I'm delivering, you know what I mean? Or like, you know, a young couple that probably maybe just bought this house right here, you know what I mean? And it's most of the time I see that, you know what I mean, you know, this ain't like it's, you know what I'm saying, it's mostly like a person that's not black, like, you know, maybe Indian or like Asian or something, I don't know, some type of race like that. Like, most of the time I see black too, white, you know, Mexican, I see all races. But the thing that really made me bring this up, because this ain't about race, but the thing that really made me bring this up is that, you know what I'm saying, I be seeing how families set their kids up for, you know what I mean, like a good life. success or something like that. And you know, it just made me think of my kids. I gotta set them up, get them a head start, you know what I'm saying? Put them ahead to where they can start out in a better place than I did. You know what I mean? Because you know, I started out not owning shit. You know what I mean? I never really owned stuff like that. Outside of like a car or some shit. You know what I'm saying? My belongings that I bought, material shit. Never really owned much like that. You know what I mean? So I got to start putting myself in position so I can put my kids in position. And like I said, the information is out there. So that's what I've been kind of doing, like diligently, like figuring out ways that I can get some leverage in life. Of course, you got to work hard. You know, that's the one thing that, you know what I mean, I stay doing. I stay grinding. But it's like it's either I'm gonna trade more time for money, which is wear and tear for sure on my body. I'm not young no more, you know what I'm saying, but I'm still young at the same time, you get what I'm saying? But you gotta do what you gotta do, or, you know what I'm saying, I figure out some different ways I can be smart about it. And that's why I utilize online, right? Because, you know, you can make money online through different ways, man. You know what I mean? This videos right here I'm doing, this is like me I kind of like share my wisdom and whatever, my thoughts, but it do bring me a little check every month. But you know what I'm saying? It's different ways too to level up other than chasing like viral videos type shit. You know what I mean? You can provide a service, you can make products, different shit like that. You know what I mean? So it's like I do what I do, and you know, I got some plans in motion right now that I'm actively pursuing, and I believe that it is gonna make some good money. But you know, it's either you do something or you just stay cool. You stay like you are, you know what I mean? And nobody look, people probably don't understand what I'm really on. And I don't care, you know what I'm saying? Like you might get people that see my videos, if you know me or something, and be like, you might have your opinions of me or whatever. You get what I'm saying? But I used to let that affect my moves. But these days, I will never let somebody else's opinions affect my moves, because I did that in the past, and it didn't do nothing for me, and it slowed my visions up, my goals and shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I could have been an early on content creator, for example, but I was worried about what people think of me doing that or something, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, I done made videos years ago that I deleted, talking and, you know what I'm saying, doing shit like that, like documenting and talking, like years ago, man, when niggas wasn't even doing this shit. I just had an idea to let me document my shit. Back when I was doing music too, you feel me? I was on my music channel, I was just gonna post documentary type videos talking, and I posted a couple of them, but I would watch them back and be like, man, fuck that. Like, you get what I'm saying? It felt corny back then because nobody else was really doing it, but I was on to something, and I was worried about what people think too much, to the point where I deleted it. So my point is, you know what I'm saying, you can't worry about what people think. What they think, or if they understand what you're doing or whatever, that's on them. So that's how I rock, for sure, like all the way, because at the end of the day, when my kids and my family looking at me, you know what I'm saying, for guidance, for help, or whatever, if they looking at me like, oh man, why you didn't help us, why you didn't get us into a better place, when they start understanding life, I can't say, oh man, nobody understood me, so I kind of was trying to get people to see, and it's like, nah, man. Like, it don't matter what nobody think. You feel what I'm saying? You gotta do what the fuck you gotta do, bro. And that's my whole point with this video. Is I'm documenting the fact, especially if my son watches this one day while he's older and able to grasp what the fuck I'm saying. Do what you gotta do, and don't worry about what nobody else think. Cause what they eat don't make you shit, bro. Remember that. I'm out. Let me know what you think in the comments.